I bet you they had a slick guy put all this together.
For them.
For them.
Yeah, they don't seem to be engineers to me.
No, and I think their intentions were good. I had a nephew that had been called to invest in that. I'm not sure whether he did. I don't think he did. And if he did, I hope he got his money back. And they're not complaining
but
that
they made
did
money with it.
Well, they made a little bit of money, but there was a lot more money made by somebody else.
Right.
And of course, he's saying that it's Kevin Costner. So anyhow, I just thought bring that up. Just there's so many things occur when one of these mishaps take place.
Well, let's talk about, while we're talking about some of your nephews, talk about another one of your nephews that helped bring some of that dispersant, Dupre Logistics.
Right.
Trucked in the dispersant to help break up all that oil in the water. Big project. And Reggie, very smart guy, realized they got to take some of that water out to try to clean it. So he brings the dispersant in on the truck and then takes the water with the oil out to help clean it. So they use the same trucks, saves money for everybody, and he can make a little bit of money on the project because his truckers know what to do.
That's right. You meet with one of his top honchos every Friday morning. Yes, I forgot about that. I was wondering where you got all that information.
I stay up to date with Reggie. Let me tell you, and I read stuff that he does on the internet. I can tell you that on the internet, the news services follow Dupre Logistics because they do a very good job.
Let's show a few pictures.
Yeah, we got some more to go.
Yep.
Welcome back, KSLO, too, by the way. Now, these are our two ladies from the Mamu office.
On the right is the manager, Nanette, and the assistant is Debbie. And want to wish them a happy new year. And they had a good year, by the way. And I was going over to Mamu Gas. And first person I met was on the left in this picture here is Joey Hebert, and on the right is Mr. Brandon Ami from the Melville area.
Yep.
Of course, he was raised here in Opelousas. His mother is June Ami. Lowry now.
Lowry.
And she was an Ami.
Right.
And of course, his father was Bubba Lowry.
Correct.
He's deceased now. Correct. And Brandon operates and manages that whole big, large farm operation that they own along the Chaffalaya River. And here's a picture. On the left is our mayor from Church Point. Oh, come on now. Well as I know him, known him all my life. And JR sitting next to him.
Good Cajun name. Boudreaux,
Mayor Boudreaux.
Got it.
And in the center of the picture on the back wall is Robert Nellums, my friend and person who treats all of us to 2 different meals a year, twice a year. And on the right is Mr. Robin from the Lafayette area. And Mr. Robin is eating right now, and Mickey Guillory. And I can't think,
representative from the Eunice area.
From the Eunice area, Mickey Guillory. And here is Trent Brignac. I guess you could still call him kind of newly positioned in the district attorney's office. Trent Brignac. And in the center, in the white shirt, is Rene Hebert. That's Joey's brother. And the new mayor in Mamu, Mr. Ricky Fontenot. We were all having a good time. On the right is Thomas Swallow, originally from Ville Platte. He's one of the owners of Progressive Tractor. And then we have Joey. And then in the back with the red and white striped shirt is Jay Guidry.
With Parish Council.
Parish Councilman, exactly. Barry Swallow with the District Attorney's Office in St. Landry. Floyd Dupre, my cousin from the, over there where Texas Eastern. That's where he was raised, in the Texas Eastern area. And I can't think of the other gentleman. On the left in the blue shirt is Bert. And the big smile with the white hat in the middle with the, what kind of shirt you call that?
That's a cowboy shirt.
Cowboy plaid shirt. And that's Big G from the Branch area. And AJ Cridair. And I got a little story about AJ. AJ was a horse trainer for many years. Now he is officially doing the management work of the Evangeline Downs Training Center for Mr. Carol Castile. I say, you see Carol very often? He says, not too often, but he said, we talk on the phone all the time. And of course, that's our exterminator here, Mr. Wayne Ordway, and then Floyd, and then J.R. in the background, and Mickey Gilry on the right.
So you got Wayne paying some money, huh?
Yeah, he must be giving him a business card, I'm sure.
Now, these are some gifts?
These are the gifts that was suggested by Vicky, and went out and we bought 25 brand new, beautiful sweatshirts of different colors. Couldn't get them all the same color. Sure. She individually wrapped each one of them where the collar was showing, where they could pick up the size that they needed. We bought 3 different sizes and put a little package of candy with it, a pair of kind of thick white socks, and a chapstick for each individual at the Lighthouse Mission over on South Street.
Excellent. Of course, Johnny Carrier is the guy who runs Lighthouse
Johnny
Mission
was on vacation, wasn't able to be there, but we went Christmas morning and did our good deed before Mass.
And then this was the Christmas party at your house?
At my house. That was the 23rd. That's Mama's birthday, so we always hold it on the 23rd. And that's Lindsay Fakuri and little Aiden. And he stole the show, y'all. He's crawling and standing up and ready to walk.
7 months
no, he's 8 months old.
8 months.
And here's a beautiful briefcase that you and your family gave to me. Pierre's sitting way in the background.
Yep. They were watching some football that night too, and there I am sitting in the back, and Miss Kelly Dupree back behind me.
Right.
And Noah Fakuri on the ground with his wife and the baby.
Yep. Beautiful evening, beautiful evening. And here is a sunset. That would have been last Friday. We went over to the point as soon as we found out that Gary had died, and we brought some gumbo from the Thursday night, and Miss Barbara thanked me for it. And here's the picture of us making the donation to the residents that were in at the time we went over there. Some were working, and some were out, family and friends, right, for the holiday. And like I said, it was Vicky's idea.
And this is Vicky's family here
at her house in Baudelaire.
Oh, babies.
That's her brother Wade on the right, and her nephew on the left. And that's some of her little nieces. And that's her son right here, Clint, the oldest son. And the little baby is Jenna, brand new baby. And then I'm going to be, I'm rocking and trying to, look at that. I was so happy. That little soft skin.
You need a baby.
I need a baby like that.
How about this baby? Who's this baby?
This young man right here, we stopped in after visiting after we made the wake in New Iberia at the Pellerin Funeral Home. By the way, a beautiful funeral home there. Sure. Mr. Ray Pellerin, his family owned. And this young man is Robert Leach. And I asked him, I said, can I make a statement instead of asking you something? You've got to be the manager here. And you see, look at the smile on him. He says, yes, I am. How did you guess that? I said, just the way you operate so smooth in the back, helping all the employees. You can tell some of them are young on the job and all. And he says, I told him I was from Opelousas. He said, well, I worked in Opelousas before. I said, really? Yeah, at Rhines. Remember Rhines here in Opelousas? Yeah, sure. And he's personal, he's friendly, and he's very efficient. That's a good description.
That's it.
Here's a young man that got me to roll my window down, and he told me to roll my window down, and he was in a sheriff's car, so I wasn't too afraid of
you knew who
complying.
It was.
Yeah, I knew I was pretty safe rolling my window down. He said, Mr. Bobby, how you doing? I watch your show all the time, and the lights changed. I didn't get your name, but thank you very, very much.
And this is Imperial Fire and Casualty. They do a big project every year to help give turkeys to the needy.
They adopt a school each year. Right. And here is Scott Pete, who heads up that program for Imperial, and Mark Carter, who heads up Imperial. And the Ladrika Johnson Theory on the left, she also gave out gifts there.
Our state representative from here, right in Opelousas.
Right in Opelousas. And
they were giving some of them out.
All the families were encouraged to come by and get a turkey. And it worked out real, real good. And Mark was there's the turkeys themselves.
And then they gave another $1,000 to Cresswell Elementary, because it's primarily parents of Cresswell kids that they were helping.
And
they gave another $1,000 to help the kids with
the school.
Right.
Yep.
So, and this is one more picture for
You
me.
helped.
Well, with that cold weather, my battery was just kind of slow on my truck, so I went by AutoZone and I saw Mr. Kenny Davenport, who I guess is one of the managers there at AutoZone, and he took care of me and changed my battery. You know, they put on that tester, make sure if you need to change it or don't need to change it. It need to be changed. Changed my battery. He told me, now go get your oil change. He says, you do for an oil change too. I see that now. So I got all that done, and I went to Greaves Lightning, and I saw Wes Walker. Good morning, Wes.
And you know, when I spoke about Robert Leach and went into all the commotion about it,
Right.
I think I forgot to tell him to say that he's the manager at Chili's in New Iberia.
There we go. We got it.
There we got
There's
it.
a snow at Mike Touchette's over in Atlanta. Snow along his swimming pool.
Swimming pool,
in
yep.
Atlanta. And that's all the photos. Now, I got to get a bunch of sponsors in because I'm running out of time. Let's go to Joe Smith Furniture. Joe Smith Furniture. You know, Mama got some jewelry probably for Christmas. You know, a lot of mamas got some jewelry. Go by and get the jewelry, armoires, and accessories. They've got 2-piece vanity sets, 5-piece dining room sets. You can get all that. You can get there's interest-free type deals. There's layaway type deals there. Rocker, recliners, day beds, plant stands, gliders, and rockers. Go by, and of course the mattress sets. They can do all that with their mattress warehouse.
And they have
Very,
a
very
trained
aggressive
staff
process.
to deliver it as soon as you buy it.
Same day.
They try to get it
Same
out
day.
the same day if at all possible.
Piggly Wiggly, don't forget Piggly Wiggly for all your grocery needs. Piggly Wiggly's got locations in Opelousas, Church Point, Rains, Scott, Cecilia, and St. Martinville. With the new year coming up, you got parties going on, you're entertaining friends. Go by, pick up some meat, some pork loins. They've got running good specials on pork loins, on Boston butts, and beef roasts as well. All there at Piggly Wiggly. And Steamboat Warehouse. Get Mama away from the smell of her own cooking. If you're trying to go outside, bring Mama out. Go get some good food. Steamboat Warehouse, great wine selection. They've got the steaks, they've got the seafood, second to none. Great ambiance, and you don't have to dirty up the house.
Ambiance. Good.
There you
That
go.
sounds good. What about the ending of our program? We always suggest that you attend a church of your choice. And this being the time of the year where probably the attendance at church is at all-time high during the year. That and Easter is the two big. But
Keep going. Keep going.
Yep,
Don't just go
keep
this
going.
weekend. Keep going.
And then we like to close it with a little prayer for a thought. God of peace, let me be at peace with myself and my desires. Teach me to put all my trust in you and desire only what you have willed for me. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for listening. Happy New Year from Andrew and I. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Honesty. Pass it on.
You're watching RTV KDCG, Acadiana's Retro Television Network.